who was working in the last time with multiplayer and what is it to compare? Is it like Counter-Strike or multiplayer or Far Cry? And how much modes depending on multiplayer?
Multiplayer, I mean, obviously you guys can go look at it on the floor and see what it is. I mean, it's your just basic deathmatch, team deathmatch, and capture the flag type of thing with anomalies. So as far as to compare it, I think that it's somewhat unique in that it is in the Stalker world with the Stalker type things, anomalies, and the environment and that type of thing. So as far as to compare it, I wouldn't compare with anything. I mean, you guys can certainly go play it and get your own.
Compare with nothing. It's a unique part?
I wouldn't say it's unique. I mean, I don't think any multiplayer game is really unique at this point. So, you know, to compare it with a single other multiplayer game, I really wouldn't do that. Like I said, you guys can go play it and get your own comparison.
So, the second question would be, someone said at THQ it was possible to change on the installation between
Can you say that again?
I think at GC they said it is possible to change during the installation between DirectX 8 and DirectX 9.
That's correct.
Is it still possible?
Yes, it is. Yes. Actually, if you, once again at the stand, you can decide when you come on as a client whether or not to play in DX8 or DX9.
Good question. At the first of the development, they said there will be a 64-bit optimization for this game. Is there still optimization for 64-bit?
At this point, I mean, we're just going into test and deciding exactly what specific features are going to be in or being out. It's really premature to say at this point. We're going to do everything we can to make sure that it is optimized for 64-bit.
So, then are there any difference between the 64-bit and the 32-bit version?
Like I said, as we just now are going into test, it's not decided exactly what the differences will be.
So, this question made me wonder, what are the PC requirements for manual and maximum
it's not been determined at this point. I mean, we're still optimizing, so
how much scripted things are in the game now? Because they said before many years the game would be unscripted, then they add some scripted things, how much scenes?
I think a lot has been taken into the whole scripted thing, and a lot of people have gotten kind of bent out of shape about it. But you know, that was completely a decision made by GSC a year ago because the game just the way it worked, it was impossible to balance it or ensure that you were able to play through it. So there's only enough scripted things to make sure that you were able to play through the game. So and many of them you don't. There are things in there that you do or don't have to do, and it's completely up to you whether or not you do them. So the game is still, A-Life still drives the game as it always has, and even the scripted events, once they go away, A-Life is able to go into that. So as far as exactly how many there are, that's really not important because it's just the number that need to be in there to ensure that certain things can happen.
So will be there at finals some special edition with the game, and what is the cost?
It has not been decided at this point.
This question is a little bit more about the project itself. Was there at any time danger that the team will close this project because there was some problem during the development?
Well, I've been on it since February, and certainly no time since I've been here has there been any talk of anything like that. I certainly can't say what happened before my time was here, but certainly since I've been here, there has not been any even mention or thought of that. You gotta remember these guys. I mean, this game is their life. I mean, they've worked on this for so long. I mean, they're not going anywhere.
What was the reason because Dean Sharpe was gone to THQ as that?
Why was I brought in?
Yes, why you was gone to GSC to list the development?
I think that just first of all, working with a European developer or any developer from another country, and there's huge cultural and language differences as well as huge time differences. And it's just difficult to convey the publisher's wishes and also just to facilitate things like test and outsourcing and things like that. It's very difficult when you're dealing with going through translators and having the time difference and all that stuff. So I think it was just a question of having somebody there to help troubleshoot and just take care of things that came up that were difficult to do from even from the UK. It was problematic.
So it was nothing about problems in the team?
It certainly wasn't anything about a problem in the team.
Like we all know, at the beginning of this year, some designers from GC were gone. Have you heard about it?
Sure.
And it is also known that they stole a part of the X-Ray engine.
Yep.
So, and these people were starting a new project and a new team for A games makes Metro 2043, and it really compares to ST.A.L.K.E.R. Is there something between this X-Ray engine and
I don't have nothing about that.
okay, that's my question. Is ST.A.L.K.E.R. optimized for dual core process?
Yes, it is.
And what is the recent release date?
First quarter of 07. That is the release date. Period.
So no more movement?
It will come out first quarter of 07.
Okay. The last question is about the code mode. Is it still about the code mode? Cooperation mode.
Okay.
Is it included now or is it still out of the game?
What do you mean by cooperation mode? Do you mean in multiplayer or do you mean...
Yes, in single player mode.
There's no single player.
There's no code mode.
No cooperation mode.
Okay, I think this is all. Thank you for it.
No problem.